most recently, the June 18 my dinner video finished uploading to my YouTube channel. After I finished editing the June 18 my dinner video project file in Camtasia 2019, the video project file rendered, and then after clicking on the video scroll bar to make skips to check the video and audio, make sure nothing was wrong with it, and nothing was wrong with it, I uploaded the rendered video project file to my YouTube channel. I did the same for the June 17 my dinner video. During the first hours of today. I spent roughly from 6 in the morning to 6:30 in the morning trying to fall asleep. But I wasn't successful, so instead I stayed up all night again. Had an apple turnover that was part of a 4-pack. My dad got from the local Walmart, a banana, and a little pouch of Scooby-Doo fruit gummies. That was included with something my dad got. With my first cup of plain coffee. I recall having 3 cups of plain coffee from 8:45 in the morning to about 11:15 in the morning. Though for those cups of coffee, I used the London cup, which I think may be smaller than the standard coffee cup. So maybe I only had roughly around 3 full cups of plain coffee. Either way, it was still technically 3 cups. I initially planned on staying up until 8 p.m. and then filming and then going to bed and falling asleep at 9 p.m. to fix my sleep schedule. And that is why I worked on editing the June 18 My Dinner video project in Camtasia 2019. During the late morning hours, roughly from 10:15 in the morning to about 11:45 in the morning. Just kind of putting the photos of the photo part in order on the timeline for the video project, and then the raw video clips on the timeline in order, and then only reviewing roughly the first 2 minutes and 15 seconds of what was originally about 20.5 minutes of that video project, including the photo part. In the past, whenever I've said the amount of time, I inadvertently included the photo part, but generally the photo part these days is generally 20 seconds or less. I recall around noon feeling moderately tired to the point where I didn't feel I could continue reviewing the video and audio of the June 18 My Dinner video project file to edit it. I went downstairs to tell my dad that, and he suggested that I go to bed in my room upstairs. Which made sense, as by that point I had gone at least 16 hours without sleep. And if I was already feeling tired at that point, I wouldn't be able to make it through us going to Salvatore's. Let alone filming these raw video clips. And so I went to bed around 12:15 p.m. fell asleep around 12:30 p.m. and my dad woke me up around 5 p.m. as he said he would after I requested to still go with him. To Salvatore's to see the magic guy. I recall we were at Salvatore's roughly from 5:30 p.m. to 8:15 p.m. during which I had two alcoholic beverages, followed by a glass of iced water, all of which I occasionally sipped at, generally through a plastic straw. The first alcoholic beverage I got was the current drink of the month, June Fun. And my second alcoholic beverage was Scooby Doo, which I think, based off my observations, is a standard drink special of the Salvatores me and my dad always go to. I recall the June Fun not being very flavorful, tasting not much different from water, until my dad later mixed in the orange garnish it came with. Now that I think about it, I recall the coloring of the liquid for June Fun kind of resembled that of a slice of watermelon. I preferred Scooby Doo. That cocktail, it was flavorful from the start. And I enjoyed the coconut and the relatively rich fruity flavor. I also enjoyed seeing the magic guy again. At a few points during the 5:30 p.m., 7 p.m. period, he came up to where me and my dad were at the bar area and performed some standard magician tricks involving playing cards and dollar bills and a little miniature wooden pizza shovel, complete with some wooden pizza discs of two varying sizes. I know that these magic tricks involve sleight of hand and knowing what a person is most likely to pick. But I still don't know exactly how he does it, and so it still somewhat amazes me. At one point, he made a standard balloon dog. Sometime later, after I had finished my order of 10 chicken wings with country sweet sauce, which is the closest sauce the Salvatore's me and my dad always go to, as to boss sauce, which is what I really wanted, but country sweet is still pretty good. I left the bar area for a few minutes and came back to a little girl wanting my balloon dog, which I was perfectly fine granting that request, as I didn't really want it and only planned on taking it home initially to my dad's place, as it was something the magic guy gave me. I also gave my dad the little plastic tub of blue cheese dip that came with my order of chicken wings, as I know my dad likes blue cheese dip more than I do. For me, it's mildly enjoyable. For my dad, I would say he likes it considerably. At some points, I also made a small amount of conversation with a few female friends of my dad and also with one of my dad's brothers. Though I recall they were all with me and my dad for a majority of the time we spent at our regular Salvatore's today. I've been having this lemonade that my dad made, most likely using a combination of water and most likely something equivalent to Kool-Aid, but a different brand and lemon flavored. I'm currently 8 my dinner videos behind, and I recall for the June 17 and June 18 my dinner video projects doing an abbreviated review and edit for them, in which I just checked the end of each raw video clip to see if there was anything I should edit out, as that's historically where I find something I should edit out, rather than watching the whole my dinner video through Camtasia 2019 Studio and reviewing every second of audio and video, as I've been doing for about a month, generally completing each day's my dinner video and no more, which partly explains why I got as behind as 11 days behind on the My Dinner videos, as occasionally there would be a day in which I finished no My Dinner videos. Thus, I feel I'm currently in a good position. I'll be going to bed soon. Hopefully, I fall asleep and sleep long enough to get back on a typical sleep schedule. As over these past few days, I've essentially been taking long naps during the day. I'm feeling pretty good.